Hello, people of the internet. Welcome to the show. I don't know where we went. There we are. Hello. As you can see, we're making it a little spooky tonight.
Can't say that.
I'm not having this conversation again. We're making it kind of scary tonight. We're doing the whole as some of you maybe
How
saw.
scary.
Yeah, I know that makes it so much scarier. Fucking dummy energy. But I'm gonna keep that off because that actually sucks.
This sucks.
It's like the product don't suck. The how bright it is sucks. But welcome in. As you can see, it's kind of a little. We said it a little spooky tonight because we're gonna dive into some spooky stuff, talking about classic creepy pastas and stuff. I figured.
You
You
like pasta?
I do actually. Yeah,
I do too.
I enjoy pasta. What's your favorite type of pasta?
Okay, hot take. Doesn't matter. Pasta's pasta.
I beg to differ. I don't
Like
like.
I said.
I don't like any sort of like spaghetti or angel hair, or the noodly pasta. You know what I mean? If I'm having
Why
pasta,
does that matter?
I just don't fuck with it. Like I like noodles.
Is it the taste?
Yeah, a little bit, but also just I don't like.
I don't understand people who think that noodles taste different. They're all made
Yeah,
the same.
they taste different.
I don't think so.
Mm.
Unless you get like wheat pasta.
Yeah, that definitely tastes fucking different. But
I don't know.
but I
how
mean,
they
different
taste
brands
different.
definitely taste different because
Sure,
you know
I can understand
better
that,
quality
but
product
If you
and
buy
stuff.
the same brand of any pasta, I feel like it's probably gonna taste the same.
I mean, yeah, there's no huge difference in taste, you know, due to depending on what you cook it in. Or
I dare
cook
to
it
say
with
there
and shit.
isn't a taste.
But my thing is I love like ramen and stuff like that. But
That's
like,
noodles.
But yeah, those are noodles. But like yeah, I don't really mess with spaghetti all that much. Like I do like spaghetti meatballs, but like it's just not my thing. I prefer like the rigatoni or bow tie or whatever, or the panini noodles or some shit like that. I just prefer that as my conduit of, you know, sauce bringing, I guess, with the whatever you cook it in.
Okay.
No, I don't know. I've just always preferred that. I don't like.
I don't know that I don't. There's no difference to me at all.
Because like I'm a huge fan of Alfredo. Like I love Alfredo, and typically
But you don't like fettuccine.
Yeah, I don't like the fettuccine noodle or whatever. I don't. It's not my gig.
So what do you?
I use panini or
Panini?
Like that. Yeah.
Panini?
Yeah.
It's not panini.
Yeah, panini noodles.
Is there a panini noodle? Because
Yeah.
I know there's a panini sandwich.
Yeah, there's a panini sandwich. But yeah, panini noodles.
We're all tabbed up, bro.
We're doing a new window. But yeah, there's panini.
Penne?
Penne, panini, whatever you want to call it. Penne. Tomato. Yeah, these types of noodles. That's what your boy likes to use.
Spent so much time arguing with me to be wrong.
Whatever, I'm moving on. So I'm not wrong, but I'm not. It's one of those things. I'm not wrong,
Panini?
not right. But yeah, we're diving into creepypastas today. To be 100% frank, it's gonna definitely be probably a little bit of a shorter episode. We're gonna talk about some. We're gonna read some shorter ones, and then get into maybe like one or two long ones, and just kind of reminisce about it. Were you like a fan of creepypastas growing up or anything?
No.
Were they really like on your radar at all?
No.
Besides, like I would assume you probably knew of like Slender Man.
I knew
at least.
of them.
Yeah.
You know, Slenderman, Jeff the Killer, you know, the Herobrine Minecraft thing. I knew about all of them, but it wasn't like I went out of my way to go read them or even like listen to them on YouTube or something. Didn't care really.
Yeah, that's kind of my thing too. It wasn't really. I played the Slenderman game, you know, collect the 8 pages and stuff, but it really wasn't. I wasn't like even for being like an emo kid back in the day, like hardcore emo kid, it wasn't. I don't know. Like I drew Jeff the Killer. I drew Slender Man a handful of times. Like, you know, like I'll be in detention or whatever and I'd draw it. But it wasn't ever like what you said. I wasn't like jumping around trying to find it or read it.
Yeah, dude. It wasn't life or death if I didn't read the new or hear about the new creepypasta.
Yeah, like a lot of people would like start telling me about it or something.
I was more worried about like the new Jacksepticeye video or Markiplier video.
Yeah, I was just whatever I was doing that day. Yeah. You know what I mean? Go out, skate.
It's like, I mean, I know creepypastas are pretty important to some people because like they're really into that, you know, scary stuff, which is I would say if it were more prevalent nowadays, I would probably be a lot more into them.
It was one of those things, and like I guess you can just chop it up to like, especially at the time, I was like, I'm just not reading. If you would have gave it to me in some sort of like video format, I probably would have.
I actually, it's the exact opposite. I did a lot of reading back then. I don't do a lot of reading now.
Yeah. Like, I feel like if you were to give, and which I know later on they started making, like, you can just have people read it to you, you know, like what we're about to do.
The creepypasta YouTube videos were always, like, super popular back in the day.
Oh,
where they just read the creepypasta videos, you know.
I know, easy money right there.
Honestly. Corpse Husband got his, you know, start on YouTube just reading creepypastas.
Oh, yeah. No, it's an easy.
There's a whole YouTube channel called Creepypasta, right?
I think so, probably. Yeah, no, so essentially...
Like I'm pretty sure that's the namesake, was the guy on YouTube named Creepypasta just read scary stories.
And then they started naming it.
And they just named him Creepypastas.
I don't know. Could be.
I think that's it. I might have just cracked the code, bud.
You could have. It's go to Google.
The Googe.
The Googe. Where did the name Creepypasta come from? It comes from a merger of the words... Oh, yeah, I know that.
Copy pasta?
Term viral blocks of text that copied and pasted around the internet, therefore creepypasta. Okay, well, there you go. It didn't come from anything but the word creepy and pasta.
Was created on 4chan, where users originally used the term to describe horror stories that went viral via copy and paste. Okay. Who came up with the term creepypasta? First appeared in 4chan online.
Yeah, it was similar. You just read.
All right.
So cool. 4chan came up with it. So never mind. I guess you were wrong.
Okay. Okay. I took a shot in the dark.
Yeah.
At least I had a guess, dork.
Hey.
And mine made sense.
I wasn't wrong because I didn't guess.
Is this what we're doing? We're gonna fucking tally mark them now.
Hey, you know what you signed up for.
All right. Say a word wrong, I dare you. Say a word wrong. I dare you, brother. That's another one for me, baby.
It's just gonna be this show's. I feel like the podcast is gonna go away from us like talking about shit, just from us talking shit.
Yeah, yeah. It's gonna be like our normal day-to-day life.
It's literally just going to be an excuse for us to sit down with each other for an hour or 2 hours and just talk shit to each other the whole time.
Oh, it's going to be a lot longer than that, but we got a lot of recording to do tonight.
Yeah.
I'm talking about in for another like 4.5 hours.
I'm talking about like the podcast. Like the podcast is like the podcast went from us talking about shit.
That is going to evolve into you throw up weird, but
yeah. We're no longer talking about anything. We're just talking shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be sweet nostalgia. Remember when they liked each other?
Yeah, pretty much. I think I've said it a long time ago. This channel is rather going to bring us closer or further apart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Probably.
Because we're gonna sit there. I don't mean that seriously. I mean
an Aaron Jontron situation.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those things. Like you're gonna say
we're either gonna be Aaron Jontron or we're gonna be Dan and Aaron. It's going to be one of those two situations.
Probably. One of us is going to say something super racist and...
You said one of us?
Both of us.
I was thinking more you, but you might not be wrong.
Both of us.
Looking at you, Sheriff Schwiggers.
That was probably my favorite. Stupid. My favorite joke. Like one of us say something racist. Okay, both of us. I like that one.
Robert, if you're short.
Yeah, name's Bob. Robert, if you're short. That was probably
good.
That was a great joke. But yeah, we'll jump into them. If you're a fan of the olden days of reading creepypastas,
even if you're not,
dude,
'tis the season. Let's sit down and get a little scary.
Yeah, let's read a couple. James was more inclined to reading these shorter ones. I think I am.
I mean, if you just want to read the long ones, that's fine. I was just saying there are short ones if that's what you'd rather. I don't
you said this really short pillow talk one bothered you.
It genuinely is 2 sentences. It's just I loved how my wife used to wake me up by whispering sweet nothings into my ear every morning. I didn't enjoy her pillow talk as much the day after her funeral. Brother.
That kind of sits, yeah.
yeah, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's fucking scary.
Yeah, here's like another one. Family.
John always loved having his family over, but now as he watched them pawing at his back door, leaving bloody and putrescent stains, he realized that he didn't like it so much anymore. Ugh.
Yes, I don't know. Like, I see what you're saying where some of these shorter ones kind of hit you, but like they're just not. For me, it's
Rendezvous
not.
with God.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, that's a little.
What?
You want me to read it?
Yeah. We're
Atheists, agnostics, and theologists gathered around the debate and quibble over the latest discovery. In the farthest reaches of space, an astronomer, you can't do that. An astronomer had come across a source of pure energy. It resounded on a wavelength that seemed otherworldly. It was far beyond the reaches of human engineering and technology. The astronomer, a devoted believer, wasted no time in gathering in the media and other like-minded scientists and declaring that he had discovered the existence of God, the Creator. Atheists called it the inanimate remnants of the Big Bang. Theologists claimed it was the embodiment of God. Agnostics just shrugged their shoulders and when asked and claimed, "Who knows?" after days of debate. Someone came up with the idea to try and make contact with the entity that was perched on the edge of the universe to get their answer. They would try blasting a wide array of frequencies, languages, and music at it in an effort to make contact. They tried everything. Atheists cursed it and tried to invoke its wrath. Theologists tried praying in an effort to make it respond to their supplications. After exhausting all strategies, a young agnostic man stepped up to the podium. He was well respected on all sides and was probably the best educated and well-versed scientist in the group. He addressed the crowd. "This is indeed God. We have found the Creator." Atheists were outraged. Theologists were incensed. If this was God, why was it not responding? The agnostic man took a second before saying, "It's simple. God is not responding because God no longer cares about us."
Damn.
Rough. Woof.
I was trying to bring the music back, but because like that music that we had was just very like, I don't know, it's not good because it felt more.
Well, you get what you pay for.
I didn't pay for it. Yeah.
Free usually means not great.
Yeah, it just like felt more.
What would you rather have, a $5 cheeseburger or a free cheeseburger?
That's a tough one. $5. Probably. Yes, it's just like one of these, because I think with these stories and like why they hit so hard, because they just go into such weird places.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like I feel like this dives into like horror movies nowadays. Because like when you're making like literature and you start talking about like with horror, I feel like what?
I read one.
Which
Notes.
One? Oh.
I'm leaving you and I'm taking our child with me. That was my wife's suicide note.
Fuck. Jesus.
Man, listen, dude, this is why I didn't go out of my way, is because like they're kind of bummers. You know what I mean?
No, so what I was gonna say with
it's crazy
with like horror literature, like
I was already so depressed as a teenager. Why do I gotta go why would I want to go read this?
With like horror literature versus like horror movies and stuff, like I feel like
they're very different because horror literature is it's still up for interpretation. You know what I mean?
Well, but the thing is too, like you don't have like certain physical elements that you have to like come over or whatever the fuck. But like
theater of the mind.
I feel like people they try to play it too safe when making horror movies anymore, and it's just like it's just like with those A24 movies, like with Talk to Me and Bring Her Back, they're weird. They're very strange.
They are very weird movies.
And that's what I'm saying of like, I mean, Talk to Me is not super strange.
It makes me uneasy.
but it's like, but Bring Her Back is very.
I haven't
uneasy.
seen that one, but I know it's it's pretty out there.
And it's made by the same people that made Talk to Me, and it's
the
stuff
same
like
thing
that.
with those Jordan Peele movies.
Yeah.
They're not like super scary. They're
uneasy.
they're just strange.
Because like for me, like, and if you're fans of the show, like I've talked about several times, like I don't get scared, so I like the stuff that makes me feel uneasy.
Yeah.
Like, since I don't get scared, I'm not like you can't like boo and get me or nothing. It's like I want to.
I dedicate the rest of my life to this moment to get you to like jump scare you one time.
Oh yeah. No,
I have never been set aside and casted off so easily in my life, and it hurt deeply. Hell yeah. It moves on.
I was like, well, have fun.
Ow!
What? Did I hit your toe?
No, my wound. You cut me.
Oh.
Mentally.
Your vagina.
Idiot. There's a real world where I just suffocate you in your sleep. And then I'll write a story about it.
Hell yeah. Moving on.
This is Ryan. Ryan says hi. I don't remember the rest of it, but it's kind of a spooky thing.
I forget what I was talking about.
It's probably better
Took
this
me off.
way.
No, I do know what I was talking about. Yeah, just being made to feel uneasy is kind of
Uncomfortable.
more
Yeah.
my thing. Because like, and it's just like,
And it's not like
you're a weird cunt. Like when I was sitting there watching it, I was just like, you're fucking weird, lady.
this is weird. This is just weird.
And
you know what really got me in? We shouldn't stay on this too long. We should get back to this. But what got me in Talk to Me was the toe licking, bro.
oh yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
oh,
It just like like people
dude.
that are making horror movies and stuff like that. Do something weird. Make it weird.
It's weird.
Make it
because it's not like that cringe feeling. Because cringy is just like it's uncomfortable, but it's also like that is like that level of uncomfortability is like why I put the blanket over my feet at night. You know what I mean? It's like,
that's what I was gonna get at. Is like with stuff with horror, and I mean this still works with what we're talking about. And like what works with horror is just like make me turn the light on at night.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Make me when I turn the light off, sprint for my bedroom.
Because like,
and who designated the bedroom as your safe space?
Because the bedrooms are never the safe space. You got something under your bed, in your closet.
Watch a scary movie, dude. In the closet, under the bed, it's always something, man. In that one dark corner that the light doesn't touch correctly.
Yeah. Where the light don't touch Simba. Fuck that.
Don't go there.
It's scary. But yeah, so it's the stuff that make me feel uneasy, make me, cover my toes up at night or whatever. And it's like
make me watch a romantic comedy after I finish this.
Make me watch the intro to Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Those memes that you see around everywhere.
Something like super soft.
But no, because like doing like the toe suck in or like with like Evil Dead Rise or whatever.
Yeah,
that movie.
That movie was good.
Or
man.
the remake of Evil Dead. Those remakes of Evil Dead
good
are fucking good.
They're good.
Super good.
I will say I'm a big fan of the Bruce Campbell ones.
Oh yeah, I love Bruce Campbell.
I mean, they're more like cult classic type horror movies. Like if you like them, you like them.
Well, also they're like horror comedies.
They're B-rated for sure.
Yeah, they're
like the early Leprechaun movies. And
like they are
Killer
funny.
Clowns.
Love Killer Clowns Out of Space, but
I mean it's the same energy though. You know what I mean?
But
this was before like horror comedy was like a big genre.
Sam
you know what I mean?
knew
Like
what he was doing.
Yeah, Shaun of the Dead. Like
that was straight horror.
Paved the way for like because it did so well in the box office. They were like, wow, horror comedy could actually work. You know what I mean?
They've done right, yeah. No, but with like Evil Dead Rise and stuff, you have like the mom like sitting at the door
movie.
or whatever,
Wild
smiling,
movie.
and she's like, let me in now, and just like talking like
also
funny and
super
shit.
hot.
The mom and the sister are very hot.
I don't remember the sister too much, but I remember like the mom's pretty hot.
Very attractive women for sure.
And then they both die.
Not the sister.
She didn't?
No, the sister.
I thought she did. Well, no, the other sister did. That's right.
Yeah.
She got her like head kicked in or something.
Yeah. All the kids. So the sister of the mom survived, and then the little sister of the other two kids survived.
Yeah.
But or where she's like starts like talking about how
See,
kids,
this is why I left the title as Fright Night.
Yeah.
So we can just kind of talk about whatever scary stuff.
But we should switch it to scary stuff.
Sweet nostalgia, scary stuff.
Yeah. But or like when she was talking about the kids, she was like talking about the kids just being the worst things and fucking ruining her lives
back and shit. Yeah, dude. Because there's always a level as a kid, especially if you come from a broken home, that it's just like, was it my fault?
That's the
could
horror.
it have been? Yeah, could it have possible? I know they said it wasn't my fault and stuff like that, but like, could it have been me? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I dare to say, like, one of the kids' worst nightmares. You know, any kid's worst nightmare. If like you find out like it was genuinely my fault that they're not together.
And like they had
I caused their unhappiness.
Their dad left and all that stuff. Yeah, it's just.
I think their dad passed, didn't he?
No, I think he left. He like left with some chick or something.
Brutal.
But
did you switch it? Yeah, because it's still Topic Gaming.
I don't know. It won't switch. I pulled it up and it won't pull up any other sub things. Because it said as other, so I don't know.
Okay.
TikTok's weird.
Thank you, TikTok.
But
for nothing.
For absolutely nothing. No. But it's the stuff like that. Making something so simple very scary. You know?
Yeah.
Being able to take just ordinary words and there we go.
Right?
Yeah, just do chat and interviews.
Okay.
Refresh it again.
Yeah, I just thought about it. I was like, if we just refresh it, it should fix it. So sick.
But yeah, it's just making like simple things very terrifying.
Yeah, and it could be literally anything. You know what I mean? Hereditary. I still haven't seen that movie. I'm too scared to see it. I'll be honest with you. I'm a little chicken shit. But Hereditary, I've heard, is like one of the scariest movies to ever be made.
It's very,
and it touches on like a little subtle things.
Yeah,
and it makes it like
it's a very good movie. If you think Hereditary is scary, you're gonna think Bring Her Back is also very fucked up.
Really?
Because it's up there being really
psychological horror hits me different, man.
It's just they're fucked up.
Yeah,
they're just weird.
No.
And that's my whole thing. Like there's a scene.
You ever seen that movie Mama?
Yeah, I don't.
It's one of those things though, dude. It's like your dad like kills your mom and then like
like the idea of it is
takes you out into the woods and you live in the woods for the next however long with a ghost.
Yeah, the idea of it is like
that's wild.
Scary or
child
whatever.
Abandonment. You know what I mean?
It's a scary thing. Children. Children are pretty scary.
Kids. You know what's worse than a child?
Children.
More than one.
More than one of them.
Yeah.
No, we can hit with one of them. I kind of wanted to do this God's Mouth one. Because it's just...
you want to read it or you want me to read it?
I can read it. Read some of it, and then we can take a break and just kind of talk about it. Talk about it. Think about it. Refresh that. All right, let's talk about God's Mouth here.
What it do?
I huffed and puffed under my breath as I stared into God's mouth. I felt like a big bad wolf, ready to interrupt the three innocent little pigs as they hurriedly fortified their makeshift homes. I grinned at this thought, and then I turned my head and looked for Margaret. I can't say the name Margaret without saying it like Margaret or some other thing. No, I said it kind of weird. I had like that little. Margaret? I stopped myself.
Marguerite.
Because it's just like an old
with an Italian
like
accent. This is Marguerite.
Margarita. But no, it just Margaret just sounds like that old-timey old person. Like Margaret.
Eustace.
You start screaming for her.
Eugene.
Because like, it's just one of those names that you have to scream 3 times before she answers.
My granddad's name was Vernon.
That's an old man's name, yeah.
And my grandmother's name is Marilyn.
Those are old people's names for sure.
Yeah.
No, that's what I sat there and I thought. This was like a legit thought that I had when I was younger. I was like, I don't really have an old man's name. I wonder if I'll die young. It was my like legit thought.
I have an old man name, and I know I'm gonna die young. So.
I was like, I don't have like, because like my mom works at a nursing home, right? And so and every old dude there has like an old dude name.
Yeah, show me an old Ryan.
Yeah, I don't think
Andrew Ryan.
There you go. Like
that's his last name though.
Anytime I've ever been in the nursing home with her, I don't
even really find Andrew like an old person's name.
Kinda. Yeah, no. It's like James is kind of an old one.
James is an old man's name.
Vernon,
because they'll go by Jim.
Jim.
You know what I mean? There's a level of progression with the name James.
They can call
it Jimmy, James,
Jimbo,
Jim.
They can call me my middle name, Alan.
There you go.
Hey, Alan.
Big
right.
Al.
I grinned at the thought and turned my head and looked for Margaret. She was a couple of feet down the hill from the entrance of the cave, holding a walking stick close to her petite breast. Okay. Okay.
I don't know why I made that noise.
Hurry up, I called down to her. I turned back to the cave, still grinning. An old rotten sign outside read, God's Mouth Cave. Keep out. What a tired cliche. This music just isn't doing it for me. This music's like too epic. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
I hear you.
I need some like this. Why are all these like fucked up and you can't run? Like they don't work. I just want some dark ambiance. I want these epic freaking whatever.
I'm sure the people just want you to finish this fucking
story. Probably. Margaret finally made it to the entrance. It pulled over there too, so that way we can see the other chat. Margaret finally made it to the entrance and stood beside me, almost doubled over, out of breath. I looked down and smiled. Check it out. I laughed. God's mouth. Wonder where Jesus' anus is. All right, this is getting real blasphemous. I chuckled to myself. Margaret was less amused. Give me the damn water bottle, she said.
Dude, literally me.
I met
after hiking for an hour. Give me the fucking water bottle.
I met her lips, and for a moment, I felt peaceful in the way, watching her drink it. Actually, I took that back. The peaceful comment, was more of a feeling that it was sort of hard to put my finger on or give a name. But I could settle for a nice content. Content seemed to be the one of those words that manifest itself when natural. Human words seemed to fail. Again, an utter cliche, but it felt good to feel a strange mix-up, sort of happy for once. I sighed and turned my flashlight on and pointed into the cave. Black. God's mouth. This seemed like an atheist of a Holy Spirit. And I turned again. Margaret, you ready? I asked. She was finally standing straight up. She nodded. I clapped a friendly hand to her back and walked into God's mouth. The inside was not unlike the preview I had glimpsed outside with my flashlight, dark, dismal, and endlessly black. It seemed to stretch on forever, no matter how I positioned my flashlight. In the rocky terrain, damped and imposing, the last natural light slowly disappeared behind Margaret and I. We made our way deeper and deeper inside. I found it strange how soft and compelling the world around me now appeared, despite the stalactites and stalagmites and other rocky formations being so jagged. It seemed that even amongst the pointed teeth of God, I could lay down and rest there forever. It was comfortable. I gotta scroll down. He took the mouse from me. Hold up.
This is the last sentence right here.
Okay,
it was comfortable.
Okay, it looked like you went
I'm
further.
listening.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Apparently Margaret didn't agree. She shivered uncomfortably under my arm. I raised my eyebrows. Need your coat? I asked. I tried to look at her and make nonverbal communications as explicit as possible until I realized that we were lost. Inky. Yeah, that's good. You can just minimize it. Should be good. It'll be fine. Was possible. I bit my lip and waited. She didn't respond. For a couple minutes, we walked in silence, then she stopped and stood motionless. I stopped too. Why the hell are we even in here? She said. She sounded irritated. I shrugged, more appeased myself than her. She shoved my flashlight under my face. Bladed shadows obscured half of it. The other half illuminated in a wrenched mask. Spooky, I cried, chuckling. She didn't move. I sighed. I thought you wanted to go, I said. I noticed how my voice echoed against the cave.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
That's what you get.
That is what I get.
Thanks, Echo.
Well, don't say her name. Now she's going to think we're talking to her again. Shut up! All right. So you wanted to go. I mean, I begged again, scratching at my chin. You did say you wanted to go see some nature for our vacation, and you did sound impressed when I told you about my visit to Mammoth Caves a couple years back. So, my voice trailed off. I could sense her irritation. Nope, she said, frowned. No, you wanted to go here. I wanted to go to the beach or something, but no, a cave, Nathan.
A cave, Nathan! What do the numbers mean, Mason?
What are these caves, Nathan? She sounded more like Big Bad Wolf now. I know that you have this weird fetish for spelunking or something, but I don't really want to be dragged into it. Don't get me wrong.
Man, women really know how to cut deep.
I would love to go on a trip and get into nature and fresh air, but this, spelunking, eat me. Ain't happening.
Never.
Putting myself, no.
And the thing is, you're the size for it. I'm not.
Dude.
I'll get stuck so quick.
Spelunking is not for me. I love getting out in nature. I'm down for some caves and stuff.
Just give me a nature trail, bro.
Yeah,
we don't have to go indoors on the outside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The outdoor, indoor, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, no. Going in caves, like if it's like a huge big
I'll go into the out now.
Yeah. Going into the In-Out. I'm not talking about the burger joint.
You ever been?
To In-N-Out? No, because there's nothing close by. I don't think there's any on this half of the country.
I don't know if you've ever done traveling, okay? It was a question.
No. I've been to fucking Kentucky, Missouri, Ohio, and I'm pretty sure it's about Tennessee.
In-N-Out's okay.
So I'm pretty sure In-N-Out's only over there in like fucking California and shit, right?
There's some in other states, but yeah.
Because I thought it was only on that
It's on the West Coast. Yeah.
part of the earth. Because all of Earth is nothing but the United
Apparently
States.
all of Earth is just the U.S.
Yep. That's how America thinks. Could you imagine? Is somebody out
No,
there?
I don't have to imagine because there are people out there.
Oh, yeah,
It's like the world begins and ends with America.
Yeah, that's it. Dragging to it, don't get me wrong, I would love to. I could hear her arms flail and gesture about the thick air. This is cave air, not fresh air. This air is particularly fermenting.
That's what they called me in high school.
Plus, isn't this illegal? Can we please just leave?
Is it illegal? It might be trespassing.
I don't know.
I don't know that you're allowed to just be in caves without like a professional cave spelunker.
I mean, if you're in a natural forest and stuff and you just kind of stumble upon a cave, you know, or if you're just in a forest.
You ever read the book Hatchet?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's...
there could be bears.
There
could be bears in caves, guys.
That's user error.
User error.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, because that's
my bad.
That's the whole my thing too of like, you know, like we have like a small patch of woods here in our town, but it's like I think it is illegal for like if I wanted us to go out there. And
it is illegal because Mammoth Cave is in Kentucky, if I'm not mistaken, and it is illegal to be in.
But that's a national park. But I'm talking about like literally just a patch of fucking forest. You know what I mean?
Well, no, I'm talking about being in caves specifically. I mean, because, yeah, there are innate dangers of being in a forest, but there's places to fucking run, right? In caves, if you go further enough into a cave, there's only one way to go, right? or down that little tiny crack.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know the logistics of it.
I don't either.
But it's one of those things that I don't see why.
Food for thought.
Why would you make it illegal for me to use my fucking human right to go walk around in?
Because they don't want you to die, Ryan. They don't want you to be
fucking life.
They don't want you to be a statistic.
Well, they exist for a reason.
Yeah, that's the problem.
If I want to go out.
Wow, that charged my phone so quick.
Yeah, the Switch charger. Yeah. Because I don't think it's meant to charge phone batteries. But it's one of those things that I wouldn't understand why it would be illegal if I'm a human and I have the right to go do whatever.
Okay, so it's only if it's government land or private property.
Yeah.
That's what I originally said. But
I guess if you find forest.
Well, no, I mean, at national parks, you have to. I'm pretty sure you have to be let into. You know what I mean? You can't just go into Yellowstone, can you?
I don't know. Never been.
I don't even think you can technically just go to the Grand Canyon.
I don't know. I think
this is research for research for a different time.
Well, whatever. It's a part of it. I thought you wanted to go sensation. No, I found. We both stood there. The only sound that could be heard was electricity in the air being stifled and smothered by the damp atmosphere. Finally, I began to walk. I didn't hear Margaret follow me, but I kept moving forward. And then, Nathan, she said, Nathan, stop. Please stop. I stopped. I'm sorry, she said. I could hear her moving closer to me. I'm tired, and I'm not used to running and climbing around climbing around and the like. I'm just tired. It's okay, I said. She gripped my arm. Really, it's fine. I shook my head. Which way is out? I don't remember. I could feel Margaret physically pause. Neither of us could remember. Somehow, in the confusion of our argument, I'd forgotten which way we had been moving. Idiot! I thought to myself. I should have brought a goddamn rope and something to trail from the entrance. I had to take action, so without much thought, I turned 180 degrees and said, "This way." We walked from what seemed to be hours. My feet were tired and sore, and I could hear Margaret's groans from behind me. She held my hand tightly. I felt terrible. This is my fault. Then I froze. Hey. I said, "Put your hands out. Feel this rock." I could hear Margaret's bare palm press against the stone. Isn't this normally warm? I said. She didn't say anything. I began to work my way along the wall, feeling it as I went, shining the flashlight in front of me. Suddenly, I felt a sharp pain in my hand. As the ceiling of God's... Huh?
Head.
Oh, head. Head. As the ceiling of God's mouth met my scalp. "Oh, shit," I shouted. "Oh, Nathan, are you okay?" Margaret asked. She seemed to be on the verge of panic now. "I'm fine," I said. "Please calm down. We will get out of here soon, I promise." I started again, pointing my flashlight upwards. Now the ceiling above me, it seemed to be getting narrower. That was strange. Listen, Margaret, babe. These people talk weird.
I think it's more the cadence you're reading it.
Probably. I don't know. Listen,
it's more like,
Margaret,
listen,
babe.
Margaret, babe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, probably. You ever seen those
Margaret babes?
Yeah. No. Do you know a Margaret? You ever met a Margaret? Not important.
I was gonna say, don't make me think about this. I don't fucking know, dude.
No. Those fan theory ones or those fan fictions and shit, and they're typed all weird.
Yeah.
Came out Chat GBT or whatever.
Yeah.
Those AI, and they're just
they're super weird.
Spoken very weird. God, my sound. Okay. Again, we walk. Okay, Margaret. I said, clenched teeth. I think we gotta turn around. Margaret sighed next to me. Again, we walked for a decent length. I kept my flashlight pointed upwards. This time, sure, even the space in the cave seemed to become smaller and smaller. If there was any resonating light left in God's mouth, aside from my flashlight, I'm sure Margaret would have been able to see the whites of my eyes. Spreading in panic, we were completely lost. I let go of Margaret's hand, began feverishly fill my way along the walls. No, Nathan, I heard her shout, and I kept going. We had to get out. If we were lost, nobody would be able to find us. That's my thing about, like, going into a cave, getting lost. You know what I mean? Just not being able to find a way out.
And this is why they tell you not to do it.
You know what I mean? Like, never mind, like, obviously, like, spelunking. Like, that, I could know the way out. I could teleport my way out, and I still wouldn't be able to do it. You know what I mean? Just put myself in that, cramped space like that.
Claustrophobia, yeah, dude.
I'm not really, like, claustrophobic. I don't know. It's just, like, I don't know. Because, like, I don't, like, whenever I'm in a tight spot, I'm not, like, freaking out or anything. I guess it's just, like, if I can't move.
Do you get uncomfortable?
No. But the thought of being sandwiched between two rocks and unable to, like, get out or whatever, that, I don't know, maybe it's just that situation in which I'm kind of, like, claustrophobic. But if I like...
Yeah, but, I mean, at that point, it's just, human.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to be stuck in a cave, whether you're claustrophobic or not.
Yeah, I think it's just a pure human sense of it. Like, fuck that. That sounds terrible.
I mean, I'm not claustrophobic either, but that sounds like a bad time.
Heard. I kept feeling along the wall until abruptly hit a corner. Fuck, I said aloud.
That actually scared me. Fuck!
Margaret seemed to be a dead end. I spun around on my heels. Margaret, no answer. Shit. I began to repeat my process again.
This is why you think it's weird that they talk weird. Is because you blow through it.
Probably.
Shit. Fuck. I said. Damn it. They said.
But I just imagine that's how the character is doing it. It's like, shit, fuck. And he turns around.
Yeah, dude. And, dude, this is what gets me about, like, reading is, like, people are like, oh, dude, it's such a weird book. The way they talk is super weird. It's like, yeah, but that's your, like, inner monologue just getting through it, right? Yeah, I think if it was, like, an actual, like, you were looking at this scenario as, like, a third party, like, there's actual, like, there's pauses and cadence and, emotion to it.
Yeah, if I was reading this like a normal
like
person,
a screenplay. Yeah.
It'd be different. No answer. Shit. Process again, almost running as I felt the wall run past my fingertips. Cool, damp rocks and jagged spears. Suddenly, I found myself at the corner again. Fuck, fuck, fuck. I shouted. Margaret! I was belting her name out now. In the corner of the caves. Maw?
Maw.
Maw? What the hell's a maw? Caves maw?
It's another just opening.
Where I had been thwarted.
Thwarted.
Thwarted? A lot of words I have never seen before in my entire life.
I asked if you wanted me to read.
That has nothing to do with my ability to read.
You didn't know the word detritus.
Yeah, I've never seen that. Hey, buddies, I don't know why my YouTube isn't letting me watch. Yeah, I think YouTube is having an issue because when we were trying to pull up music, it was having an issue.
Yeah.
So I think YouTube is just having an issue.
YouTube is having issues right now, yeah.
Because every video that we tried pulling up, it was saying that there was like an error or something. So I think YouTube is just going down.
YouTube's being a butt.
Being a big old butt. But you're here now, so...
Hey, buddy.
It seemed to be getting warmer now. I heard the faint sounds of Margaret on the other side of the rock. She was screaming. No, 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 I said. No, 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 no. I began running.
Haphazardly.
Give a brother a minute, you know?
We're running out of time, dude.
The whole point is to read this to have it carry on.
I was just fucking with you, okay?
All right.
Haphazardly.
Let's start over from the beginning.
Pick it up from haphazardly.
No, I'll be picking it up from the very beginning
there
of the
you
story.
Go. There you go. Oh, no, don't you. No.
Let him cook. Into the walls around me. With the dawning realization came the wave of sheer horror. There was no entrance. There was no exit. Only these four corners and me.
And me.
I could feel blood begin to trickle down the cut I managed to get, and by bashing my body into the cave's walls. They were closing in on me. They were coming in for the kill. And soon they would...
For the kill!
They were coming in for the kill, and soon they would be pressing in on my skull and crushing my rib cage. I sat there for hours waiting for death. My flashlight was becoming dim and blinking. Finally, I felt the soft touch of these rocks' walls press against my back. I began to cry as I lay down on the ground. I let my flashlight roll into the small hills of stone. As I quietly stayed prone, tears dripping down my face, I turned and looked at it. As the last fading beams of light pointed at something not far away from my face. I squinted in the darkness. My eyes widened as I felt the tears fall even harder from my face. The rocks were piercing my skin now. The blood dripped from all sides. There was the last light of my flashlight. It was the appetizer. The spotlight shone on a hand whose nails were painted red, and I screamed in agony as I watched God's mouth chew its last meal.
Latest.
Last. Whatever. That's God's mouth. That was all right.
God's Mouth, as read by Ryan Allen.
I thought you were about to fucking... I was about to end and delete this stream off the internet so quick.
Oh, man. Gotcha.
About got your ass.
Your stomach drop a little bit?
I would have fucking deleted this stream so fast off the internet. That one was all right. How do you feel about that? Like the concept of that one.
It actually reminds me of an H.P. Lovecraft story I read called The Cave.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's honestly probably
Although
what it's based off of.
No, not loosely, maybe, but The Cave by H.P. Lovecraft also featured a monster in it, so Lovecraftian monster.
This is more about the cave being alive. These walls are alive.
The cave's alive.
No.
Evil. That's a good. Who was that? Mermaid Man.
Barnacle Boy.
Evil.
Maybe I can do this.
Yeah. Read along at home.
But
Dunwich.
Oh, yeah. No. I wasn't reading that. No, for that, I mean, I don't know. That one was all right. It wasn't like
it was. I mean, if it was a horror story,
it didn't like make me feel anything. It was just kind of that's kind of like why like halfway through
reading it. You know what I mean?
Well, no, I mean I feel that way. Like
no, I mean
ones.
like vocally reading it. I don't think that has the same effect as if you were like reading it yourself.
In your head.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because then you have the words there. You're also mentally picturing it instead of focusing on reading it out loud.
Well, no, because I mean I'm picturing it. I mean I'm pretty capable of like reading it and picturing it at the same time and everything. It's just I just don't think that story all together was like.
I mean, no, but it is to some people.
Yeah, well, I know, but I'm not asking about other people. I'm asking about mine.
Desensitized to it.
We're talking about ours.
Honestly, I thought it was okay.
Ryan
thinks it's shit.
I do. I think that one was quite shit.
I thought it was all right. Put yourself in that situation.
I mean, yeah, being in that situation would
suck.
Because I mean, there's really nothing you can fucking do about it.
And then because you have that. I forget what the. Like the hallucination of like fear taking over you, that fight or flight thing, and like the flight isn't working out for you, so you're like in this level of like psychosis, and you know, then you're imagining the cave actually eating you, and you probably die of panic.
And he says, "Fun fact: I can't picture things in my head." Really?
Yeah,
you're one of those people.
She has aphantasia,
dude.
That's another word you haven't heard before.
No, I've heard of that word. No.
Yeah, they have no imagination. They also don't dream.
People, okay.
You remember Cody?
Yeah.
He also has aphantasia.
So, like, I'm going to say this, and this is for everybody in chat, too, and for you. Like, when you read shit, like, you have an inner monologue, right? Or you just have an inner monologue in general, right? Yeah, so do I. Like,
is it somebody different for you?
Huh?
Is it you or somebody different?
So it's always, like, me, but, like, there's, like, since I watch so much Australian shit.
You're Australian.
Yeah, sometimes it's Australian.
That's crazy. Mine Mine is actually sometimes will be other people. I don't know who they are, but my inner monologue is different people.
No, mine's always just me, but like with an accent or something.
I mean, I've grown used to it, but at first, like when I had the recognition of like, this is, somebody telling you like, hey, your inner monologue, is it you or somebody else? And I thought about it. I was like, it's other people. And then it was kind of like, it was
people
like,
in my head.
Am I crazy?
No, for me, it's myself. But also, like, if I'm replaying a conversation with somebody that I had, I can have it with their voice in mind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Speech patterns and pattern recognition. Yeah, I can do that too. I don't know how popular. I don't know like the facts of like.
Well, I don't
the
know.
Human mind.
The statistics.
The human mind is a wild place.
Between the people that have it and like don't have it.
A lawless land.
I know. I had somebody when they told me that, and they told me that they didn't have like an inner monologue. I was like, then what do you hear?
Nothing.
Like, can you like when you read?
I feel like a lot of that is like them. They have to like read out loud.
Yeah, it's one of those things that like I'll never like understand the concept of it
because like you experience the opposite of it. You know what I mean? So like when people say like I don't have an imagination, I can't imagine things in my head. I don't dream.
So what you're telling me is you're boring as fuck. No,
they come. Hey, I mean Annie's pretty fucking boring, dude. Just kidding, Annie. You're okay.
Oh, wrong one. Where's it at?
There you go. Moving on.
Do that one. You tried or whatever. But yeah, to finish off with like what we're talking about. Yeah. Are you able to edit this? Hold on.
I
click
think
on
you
that.
are. Yeah.
Is this just a wiki? Yeah,
Looks
okay,
like
just
it's
get out of it.
Generated entertainment gaming and platform. I don't know if you can edit it, but it looks like if you.
It's just down a little bit. You tried.
Oh, okay.
But
you can edit it because that's what we're doing right now.
So I can just write whatever the fuck I want on there. So are these even actual old creepypastas, or are these just ones that people made?
These ones aren't. These are just like some that people have made.
But the ones that we've been reading are actual big ones, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
Who knows? But
not us.
Okay, rude. Annie says.
Sometimes it'd be like that.
So Annie, if I were to tell you to picture
that,
like
stop, because you can't.
Like,
dude, genuinely.
You just can't?
My buddy Cody, he genuinely like kind of explained it to me. He was like, yeah, if you were like, picture this, and he'd be like, I can't do that. You have to say it in descriptive words. You know what I mean? Because they know what the words mean, but they don't know what it would be in their head. Like a rude way to say it would be like, they got nothing up there, bud. You know what I mean? There's nothing going on up there.
No, because it's so weird to me. Because it's like, so like for just to make up like an example or something like that. So thinking about like, well, I don't know. So we do like we play video games and stuff like that, and I've even dived into like character creation and like Blender and stuff like that.
I don't even know that descriptive words would even help with that.
Well, so this is what I'm saying, like how my brain, like what I can do in my brain, like looking at you, I can imagine like, because when you're creating a character, there's usually like a box around their head and you can grab it to, manipulate their head and some of the, creative applications.
This
is
why
like
people with aphantasia aren't artists.
Yeah, it's like, but whenever I look at you in real life, I can imagine the fucking box around your head.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I don't like see it, but in my brain it's happening and shit.
I mean,
I
like to think that we got words up there. Sure.
Yeah, and so it's just
dumb.
So, but you have an inner monologue. Annie, do you have an inner monologue, or is it just completely silent up there? Because like, is it just like
Annie, hit us up in the yes? Okay. So it's just picturing things.
Okay, but there's some people out there that like inner monologue. There's some people that have nothing. It's just silent, is what they say. I've had people tell me that it's like completely fucking silent up there, and I'm just like, how? Like what? Like how do you think?
I don't know, man. I don't.
How do you process stuff?
It's almost like unbelievable. You know
yeah, a little bit.
Because it's just like it sounds like you're fucking making that.
Yeah,
up.
That's how I feel too. I like a little, and like not to talk down because it goes into the.
No, I mean, so the thing is, if you experience that, I'm sorry because that really does suck.
Because it goes into it like almost teeters into like
so
that
you
whole.
Tell me to picture something. I'm not picturing it. I'm thinking the words "big red barn." I don't like that.
You don't picture a like I could literally in my brain picture a barn. I can even rotate it if you want.
I can see a big red
You know
barn.
what I mean?
Yeah, I can. I have a full 360. I even put a house next to it.
Yeah, I could put dogs.
I just named the people who live there.
I built it. I built it, that bitch, brick by brick.
Listen, Annie, I'm not gonna say we're better than you, but
get your brain fixed.
get your
brother.
brain up, dude.
You've
Been working hard on the funny. Get your brain up.
You brain weird. No, like
how do we have subscribers? I don't understand.
But yeah, no, like it borderlines into that thing of like.
I feel like if this happened to me tomorrow, I would be terrified.
Life would suck.
I would be terrified
because like I could lay.
But it would suck to our perspective, having just lost the ability to imagine.
It'd be worse. I feel like living your life that way because it'd just be like if you're born blind, that's just all you're used to.
That's what. That's what I was saying. Is like it would be pretty traumatic even if you just.
Annie says, at least it's all my voice, but like some people who have multiple people in there, not like.
Some people who have multiple people, if they are not like. Annie, are you sure you're just not dumb?
You brain weird. No.
I mean, I know what you mean. I'm just messing with you. But, I mean, I have that. I have multiple people. I mean, you put a female voice on a female. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. Well, so that's what I'm saying. I'm driving. Leave me alone. I'm drinking and driving. Leave me alone. No.
I can only do two things at the same time.
I can multitask. I drink and drive all the time. No.
I can drunk and driven.
But, yeah, no, it's not like a psychosis thing where it's like you have voices in your head telling you shit. It's just like...
Well, it is for some people.
Well, I know. I'm saying for us.
Sociopathy is a thing.
But I'm saying like for us, it's like...
Schizophrenia is notorious for having that.
Like it's not like something like that. It's just like whenever we have conversations...
managed schizophrenia.
when we have borderline
schizophrenia. Yeah, borderline, yeah.
Whenever like we hold conversations or whatever, like inside of our heads or like come up with scenarios inside of our head, we can... ginger, I guess, the stuff, or also create different voices or whatever. Because, like I said, there's sometimes like where the voice in my head is Australian.
You have your own like headspace.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Where like just if you have aphantasia, you just lack that.
That is because like where it hits for me.
I think your inner monologue only has one person being you because you can't imagine other people's voices.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that because like the whole imagining other people's voices because like what I was saying, like if I were to hold like our conversation right now, later after we're done with the show, I could sit there and replay some of this back
because you're imagining my voice.
Yeah, but you just said like you're not imagining other voices.
Right. So if they could imagine other people's voices, they would have an imagination.
Oh, you're talking about those people.
Yes.
I thought you were talking about like just in general.
I literally said if you have aphantasia, it's probably why your monologue is yourself because you can't imagine other people's voices. And he's ADHD.
But
yeah, your ADHD rubbed off on our ADHD, and we lost the plot.
No. What we were getting into is
speak
good.
for yourself. I lost the plot. I didn't know what we were doing anymore.
But yeah, do the you tried one. We'll go into another. We'll pull it back over here. We'll just pull the whole thing. Here, let me see it. Well, no, you got to put the tab back. So grab the tab. You fucked it. You fricked it.
Could have just let me do it my way and been done with it. Here we are.
Oh, that way, because like it. Oh, cause it's only monitoring this fucking screen. I thought it did.
Oh, baby. You screen grabbed.
Screen capture.
Yeah, you're screen capturing, not window capturing. There you go, baby. There you go, baby. Baby girl.
No, wait, it's not so bright. Okay. Hit you with the you tried.
I'm gonna find it again.
It's up. I think you scrolled past it.
Did it?
I don't know. How did I get all the way up there again?
Don't know.
Spooky.
You tried. You tried to ignore him, but he kept talking. He had been leaning up against a wall to prevent falling over when you walked by him. You tried to convince yourself that he didn't know what he was saying, or who he was saying it to, but he kept insulting you. You tried to control your temper, but your patience began to wear thin. You tried to imagine what you could do to him. He was drunk, and he wouldn't be able to defend himself. You could easily overpower him and pin him to the ground while punching, gouging, and biting his exposed flesh. He would scream as you hooked your fingers into the orbit, obliterating his eye while you sank your teeth into his cheek and tore flesh free. You tried to quell those thoughts. They wouldn't get you anywhere, and when it was all said and done, he'd still be bothering you. You tried to cross the street, but he followed you. He didn't like being ignored, and now he wanted an apology from you for treating him like he wasn't there, like he wasn't a human being. You tried to lose him by ducking into an alley, but he drunkenly shambled after you. You tried to tell yourself that you were attempting to get away and weren't actually luring him away from prying eyes. You lose it when he caught up to you and shoved you. You tried to stop yourself. You really did. You tried.
All right.
Hey, you know what? We're all about women empowerment here. You know what I mean?
How do you know it was a woman? Sexist!
Draw conclusions.
Sexist!
You think a dude is going to wait until he gets to a back alley to beat a guy's ass for chasing him down?
Maybe.
I'll fuck him up right in the street.
Yeah.
I
maybe
hope I get arrested.
You take him to the street because then you don't have to worry about people jumping in or police. I guess. You know what I mean? Do it in the back. I do not like that.
Yeah, you're not supposed to.
Story's supposed to be creepy.
It's creepy, Annie.
All right, this is one. We'll read a couple more of these, like, short, spooky ones. Do we have another? Oh, yeah, I wanted to do the Simpsons one. This one's fucking long.
I can read it.
I guess you can read the long one. So we're going to do the Simpsons Fox members only tape because we're playing. Actually, we're at an hour, so we'll take this moment to do what we always do. If you're new to the channel, we also play games on here. We're playing Simpsons Hit and Run. And tomorrow, a new game comes out that we're playing.
It's not a new game.
Well, yeah, it's a new game on the channel. We're playing a new game on the channel. We're getting spooky on the channel and playing some games. And yeah, well, that joke right there is going to be pretty prevalent in the first like 5 seconds of that video. But I'm super excited for it. I think it was really fun.
Oh, dude, I am so excited for it.
We're going to record some more of it probably after this. So super excited for that video to come out. I think it was a great video. It's super fun.
What time does it drop, Ryan?
Our videos will drop at 3 p.m.
3
Eastern
p.m.
time.
Make sure you watch it. It's very good. Very good episode.
We drop gaming videos every day.
Your boy, we're getting back into it, baby.
Yeah.
That was a good episode, all right? I'm not going to lie to you. One of my favorites.
Yeah, actually, it was genuinely
very
just good. And your boy did all the editing, and so it was just a fun edit. It was a fun video to edit, too.
Your boy did all the gaming.
And
that's all I'm good for.
And they are sometimes funny. Well,
and they are sometimes funny. You know what? I feel like you're scheduled to come to my house soon.
Like literally in the next couple days that you're supposed to come
here.
I
promise you, on site, Annie. You know? Yard?
Beat the shit out of you.
Oop.
You're supposed to come here in the next like
equal
2
rights,
days.
Equal lefts, baby.
You may not be able to see things in your brain, but you're about to see stars here in a couple days.
That's right, baby. That's right, baby.
For YouTube and TikTok purposes, we are joking. We know this person personally. This is not a threat. It's a promise. I don't know if
I can personally guarantee you.
But yeah, no. We also do gaming and all that stuff. We do this podcast every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. We just talk about, whatever we kind of feel like talking about.
We talk about what we talk about.
Yeah.
We know, you'll find out.
We barely know half the time.
I'll be honest with you, that's true.
That's very true.
That's true.
I think I came up with this idea yesterday
night.
Yeah.
It hasn't even been 12 hours yet since you came up with this idea.
Probably, because I probably came up with it like at 1, 2 in the morning or something like that. Some shit.
Yeah.
Oh, we do the gaming. We also do tier lists. We're about to record a new tier list episode. It's going to be pretty fun to do.
Oh, dude.
Um,
hey,
all in all,
Season of the Scare, Season of the Fright. Next to your list. Keep your eyes out for it. It's going to be a little scary.
But also in a link, we have a link tree. That link tree links to a bunch of fun stuff, our different social medias, whatever
Catch
have you.
Catch us on TikTok. Catch us on Instagram. If you mess with Threads at all, we post on there. But
I was excited about this episode after I saw when you posted it. Yeah, no, it's good.
Sick.
Hell yeah.
We still got it, brother.
We're still appealing to
one lady.
One person. I was going to say the masses, but I was going to say the mass, but I felt like that was like a fat joke. And I was like, no.
All right. You know, some things just aren't worth saying.
Well, they aren't coming out that's not what they meant. But yeah, no, that link tree has all of our social medias.
Likes. Let's go.
That social media, it has all of our social medias and stuff like that, but also has links to a 30-day free trial of Hulu. So you can get over there, watch some animes, watch The Rookie, watch...
you can only watch Bleach, all of Bleach on Hulu.
Yep.
Kind of worth it. Kind of worth it.
All that fun stuff over there.
The Resident is also on there.
That new show that they did about that girl they thought was a child, but she
Ellen
actually
Pompeo.
But
the mom in that.
Oh, from Grey's?
Yeah, from Grey's Anatomy. That's right.
It was a really good show. I actually recommend it.
Grey's Anatomy is a really good show.
I wasn't talking about Grey's Anatomy. I was talking about
I have no idea what that show is.
It was like America Family, something.
America Family.
America Family.
America Family.
But
describe your life in 2 words. America Family.
America Family. But
American Family Insurance.
But also you can't really watch something without eating some food. So we got your back on that. 10 free meals from HelloFresh. You can head over there. HelloFresh is a meal prep kind of thing. They can send you 1 day a week, up to 7 days a week. You can set it to whatever eating style that you may have, whether that be
Kung Fu style,
pescatarian, vegetarian, meatitarian, all that kind of stuff. They teach you how to cook it. It's
keto.
all fresh produce.
You like keto?
Yeah, keto is also
Keto's on there.
Fresh produce, fresh meat, everything.
Fresh meat.
They give you a little QR.
That's what they called me in high school.
Shut the fuck up. They give you like a card that teaches you step by step on how to do it, how long it'll take. It's super great. I was doing it before moving back here. Super fun.
I'm not a big fan of cooking. I can cook. I'm not a very big fan of it though. But doing that,
it gets me back into it.
Me and Savannah would make them together. Super fun.
Oh yeah,
it was super fun.
It makes
Especially I don't have to think too hard. They give you those cue cards.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. I'll say for me specifically, because like my biggest issue is just never knowing what the hell to pick.
Right, and then like if you mess it up, it's HelloFresh's fault. It's not yours.
It's like one of those things of like, we give women shit for not making up their mind, and it's just like I can't
either.
Like when it comes down to fast food,
when it comes to even picking a game, dog. Anymore, I'm like sitting there on my home screen, like, bro, I have like 1,000 games. Yeah, what am I gonna play?
I sit in Steam or I sit in the Game Pass, and I'm just like.
Anyways, HelloFresh cures your indecision, and it'll also cure your hunger.
Yep. Also, for my creative folks out there, we have a link to submit your music or your art. Also, with doing this show, we like to try to build a community and help all creative people, rather it be making music, making art, whatever it may be. Collaborate with us. This helps out you. It helps the channel. All this stuff helps the channel. It helps each other. But you can submit all that music, and we will showcase it, give you shout-outs at the beginning. If you've been a fan of the show, we used to play music at the beginning of these shows all the time, and now we've just been trying to have people send in their music for us to showcase it. It helps us, gives us some music to have in the show, and also gets you more ears on your music or more eyes on your art. So submit that, with the link in the link tree, and help support the channel. Any more direct ways of supporting the channel? I know a couple people have. There is I got the hiccups. There's a Cash App right there underneath James. You can directly donate to the channel and help out that way. A couple people have so far. It's really appreciative. Or you can be one of those people, thanks for the roses on TikTok when we're live over there. Hit us in that way. However, to support the channel. And just, sharing it around, giving it a like, subscribing if you're not. That also really helps out the channel. So hit us with that. no more of the plug. We'll finish this the rest of this stream out with. Can you bring
Hello?
Can you bring that TikTok chat over here? That way.
All right, Simpsons, Fox members only tape. Many of my friends always ask what my favorite Simpsons episode is, although I actually don't know how to respond to that because I don't like having preferences. My family never had any real TV back at home, so we mostly relied on video cassettes as a source for our television. I ended up owning a gold mine of the DVD seasons in my secret stash and would watch them every time I got home. I loved it. There was one particular tape that was very odd compared to the other ones I had of The Simpsons, though I read that so wrong. Whatever. It disguised itself as a special, so I got a little carried away and ended up buying it in a yard sale. Although it wasn't any actual episode, at least that's the safest thing I can really describe it. May 2nd, 2008.
Thank you, Annie.
May 2nd, 2008. It was hot, and the air was carrying scents of warm cloth alongside a faint chemical tang. Digging into a box brimming with cassettes. My fingers snagged on resistance. It was a videotape tucked inside a brittle plastic case, clouded by years. A warning for Fox members only, alongside a wobbly Arabic seal saying, "I almost did it," was written on the bottom. Also, a small sketch depicting a television set.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, let me mute it, and then you can tell me what you...
Also, a small sketch depicted a television set containing one awful eye, seemingly drawn to startle people.
Speaking of reading again, this is off topic, but kind of not. Are you one of those people like you have to like have your finger or something tracing it, or can you just read?
I can just read it.
Okay.
$2 bought it. It went into my bag. A challenge accepted almost. Then home with me, owing to a dusty VCR hidden away
See, I'm not the
somewhere.
only one. They're written weird.
I don't know that this might be a typo unless I just don't know that word. But then home with me, owing to a dusty VCR hidden away somewhere. The tape spun to life just past 1 a.m, either for a tale worth telling or simply because silence amplifies when shadows grow long. Static crackled to life on the tape. The familiar gray snowstorm signaling empty airwaves accompanied by a low thrum. Initially, I figured someone was messing around with old clips. However, the Fox emblem appeared, flickering then settling as a rough imprint. Up top, a script of Arabic declared this space for Fox people alone. Beneath it, an English sign, Fox members only, kept dissolving. Letters vanishing as if scratched away. A high whine threaded through all sound, almost hidden. Intro played off normally. At least, that's what it looked like. There was this weird Russian watermark sitting on the top left corner of the screen, and there was a flashing image of an inverted face that I don't recognize.
See, that's the type of, like, I want to create, like, on my own personal time for my own personal project, like, analog horror. I love analog horror. Because it's that shit that just makes you really uneasy. Like,
but that doesn't really make me uneasy. It's just a bunch of images mashed together and spliced and distorted.
So I started making one where it just like it was like some sort of face. I don't have it anymore because it was on my iPad and shit. It was like a face, and you hear like that like startup of like a like whenever you have a VCR like VHS like recording, you hear like this little blip of something. It starts with that, and it's just a mono sound for like a good long minute. It's just like got that one frequency, and it starts getting louder and slowly getting louder, and then it just cuts into black, and then comes up with the like emergency thing, like where it has like that or whatever. And so that sits, and I have that go, and because that sound makes everybody uneasy, the emergency sound, and then it will cut again, and then have like a flicker, and then there's like this weird distorted body, and then it's some guy talking, telling you to get back, like stay in your homes or whatever. This is something I made fucking years ago. And then it was like another thing of a guy with his it was a bag over his face. And it was really hard. It was really hard for me to do this on the app that I had on my iPad at the time. But I took the still image because he had his head like sideways. But I got it to flip back and forth. You know what I mean? Like, because like if you flip the image, like his whole body would flip, and I didn't want that. I just wanted the head to flip. But I made it seem like his head started like going crazy back and forth and shit while there's a sound behind it, and it was fun. I don't know. I like that kind of stuff. I like the.
I mean, it sounds interesting.
Analog horror type shit. Because I think
also that emergency broadcasting, I can't relate to that. That doesn't really. I've heard that so many like severe weather warning type thing.
Oh yeah, because it's one of those things. Is like when it's like really gonna happen. Like if it's an actual like warning.
Oh, like a
shit.
Nuclear threat or something like that.
Like shit. Like because like I said, it was something. I think I had him saying like staying in, because I was essentially going down the route of like skinwalkers.
Oh.
And shit.
Okay.
So I was gonna say something about like having them stay in their house and not to leave or trust people that look like people they know or look like them, and kind of playing that whole skinwalker thing.
Your sister's not your sister.
She's a liberal. Now that's a scary story. Go ahead.
It kept appearing every 30 seconds in the intro, along with a deep-pitched voice that sounded like it said something in Arabic played once Homer's car pulled into the driveway before cutting to a black screen. That's when the episode started. Initially, it feels cobbled together, fragments of other episodes clumsily mashed in together, humor falling flat, cuts jarringly obvious. Though still recognizably Homer, something about his delivery seems out of character.
See, I want to create this. I want to do that. I want to take a couple episodes of like The Simpsons and just like put a weird subliminal message in it or something with the characters. That'd be fun. I might do that on my own free time. That sounds kind of fun.
Sick.
Then I'm just going to cast it to your TV randomly at night.
Though still recognizably Homer, something about his delivery seems out of character. A smile then stretched on Bart's face. Stuck there a beat too late. A film looping after the credits rolled. It felt rehearsed, yet somehow off script, twisting familiar gestures into something unsettling. Nearly 10 minutes passed before the kitchen scene flipped into Hughes holding the view on Marge's trembling hands. Instead of familiar music, a strange, dampened sound arose as Homer appeared in the entrance. Each replay offered a different subtitle for what he said. Then, "Quiet, my girl." Afterward, "You should not have loved so loud." The subtitles flickered between Arabic script atop English, occasionally clashing. I watched the moment again, then once more, yet another time. Words blurred, a strange intimacy, as if history itself had been retranslated to unsettle me. The tape acts like something possessed, twisting how you remember things. You see Bart, both boy and nearly grown, in his bedroom simultaneously. Sound fractures. A shrill echo joins a booming undertone while he murmurs, his voice echoing. It occurs if laughter fades. Changes appear subtly. Bits lifted from various shows get mashed up until they flow like poetry. However, a misplaced image gets shoved right in the middle, tricking your mind to believe it belonged there all along.
See, this is the type of shit that I like. I like this type of shit.
Still images interrupt the flow. Family pictures, actual prints. The Simpsons appear, their eyes darkened by some black overlay. Someone wrote, "Not his fault only," alongside them in Arabic. Then a kid's sketch stuck to a refrigerator door labeled Bart, though the handwriting seems strangely wrong. The recording works by making you question your own eyes. A regular scene follows whatever unsettling thing you witness. This brief comfort doesn't erase the frightening picture. Instead, it burrows further into your mind. Around 20 minutes in, a message surfaced, scrawled in Arabic, "Don't view this past midnight." While another input confirmation appeared on the TV, a chuckle escaped me. Nevertheless, I hit play. A strange shift happens. The mood goes from unsettling to blaming. I see Marge sitting on the sofa, relieving an unexplained bruise. It's something I've never witnessed before within the actual show, but the animation was disturbingly so convincing. Then Homer speaks. Meanwhile, the view lingers on his clenched fist. The camera caught his gaze just as he began. I honestly didn't mean to. Then, noise swallowed the sound, leaving nothing behind. Only that broken phrase echoed within the VCR's weir, circling endlessly as if trapped. It needed the quiet patience of tape, something the broadcast lacked. A 10-minute stretch there where Homer just is, filmed without flinching, sweat on his skin, a restless thumb circling glass, and some darkness shifting across his face. The nearness stings. He isn't some joke, just a little person, worn out. Marge's name lingered on screen, yet somehow it felt like looking into my very own kitchen. The way light fell, the familiar slant of things. The interview felt cheap, shadows swallowing Homer whole. Someone inquired about trouble from the previous week. He looked down, mumbled something akin to forgetting it if morning confusion stemmed from rage or a longing for recognition. It sounded practiced, yet terribly awkward. A poorly delivered secret. A purple mark bloomed on his palm, a silent echo the body remembered while his thoughts tried to forget. Things escalate. Snippets from Krusty's show dissolved into images of The Simpsons' house ablaze. Instead of laughter, a rhythmic ticking echoes, like a pulse, with each beat costing a single image. The VCR halts. Each still image bites like tiny jagged stones. Afterward, these shifts things from creepy to something else entirely. Bart appears near the dark staircase. His gaze locks into the lens while he speaks, his tone a broken echo of youth. I attempted intervention. A swift turn, then only snow. A dark streak marks time, echoing the steady beat of an actual clock. There are no digital beeps here. With each tick comes a faint rasping sound, as if something being dragged across the kitchen floor. Then, suddenly, the image shifts. The doorway splinters. Moreover, the air hangs heavy with the scent of damp soot. The chipped mug rested upon the cool countertop, scrawled across the paper. A kid's shaky handwriting is bright blue crayon, were the words, "I forgive you." Hours drifted by. Twilight pooled into a roadside motel room where he murmured, "You were constantly boisterous." Before the gaze fixed on the lens resembling someone studying a final crucial chart, a picture came from his pocket. A blank face, dark where eyes should be. It caught fire under his lighter. He just stared as it turned to dust. A sigh escaped him. "Time to head back," he murmured.
See, I like this shit. This shit's good.
The final phrase feels etched into the tape itself, a lasting vow. Subsequently, the hues fade, resembling well-worn photographs. Credits appear, scrolling in unsteady Arabic script. First, end. Afterward, members only. Then, briefly, the screen reflects back at you, myself, seated in my home, curiously observing the player. The VCR stopped. Surely some kind of hoax. Though, hitting pause again brought back the voice, quiet and clear. Using the pet name just my siblings know, it vanished when I ran it back. Hit play. 4 viewings of the final 60 seconds, then a faint sound returned on the last one. The tape seemed to stretch from the TV. By dawn, a little half-moon-shaped bruise bloomed on my arm, like someone pressed their thumb hard there. It would vanish, only to show up somewhere else later. A bad night's sleep prompted me to leave my place. Consequently, I found myself back at the flea market, questioning the vendor about a certain box. He simply offered a shrug, muttering the same thing twice over, once in English, again in Arabic. No one desires it. He wasn't connected to those people, no relatives, nothing. A cigarette dangled from his lips, smoke curling upward while he sized me up, much like an uncle debating a fib. Attempting to share the recording online proved frustrating. It stalled mid-transfer. Subsequently, the discussion disappeared. An expert on forgotten things got back to me. Just one quick question. Source? Then, a phone number instead of her usual signature. A photo showed those words. I forgive you, etched like a brand. Then my sister sent a text. The very same thing, yet stripped bare of any marks indicating feeling. We haven't exchanged a word otherwise for what feels like forever. If you happen upon this tape, notice the Arabic script isn't uniform. Seems a couple different people penned the sleeve. One with a trembling, circular hand, while another's was sharp, rushed. Each inscribed members only. Yet neither got the spelling quite right. A fractured eye stared back at the page's edge, seeming to fix on me. Someone sketched it there. Once, a chilled cassette, hoping ice might erase the clung to its magnetic surface. By dawn, the discoloration on my skin had shifted location, so I constructed reasons, attempting to silence the embarrassment. Simple statements feel empty. Consequently, they offer little comfort at bedtime. It's a loop, honestly. Those final moments just pulled me back. Specifically, the motel scene. I keep hitting replay, freezing the frame on Homer's hand. My gaze sticks to the still image, a relentless ache building behind my eyelids. It feels foolish. Yeah, I can't look away. Some unseen hand likely crafted by captivating illusion. It has to happen. I require it. Should you come across a recording such as this, act wisely. Erase it, discard it anonymously, or give it to those who investigate lost media. Specifically, don't view it by yourself when the clock strikes 1:12 after midnight. Should a recording call you by childhood name when you're alone, don't react as if recalling a familiar ground. Instead, behave as though you haven't a clue. Remain silent. The recording isn't seeking admission. It requires observers to stay alert. Honestly, if someone, Homer, let's say, declares it's time to head back, resist echoing them. Recordings aren't reliable. They tend to reshape tales, making them feel burdened instead of true. Rather than a dull old sorrows with fresh pain, resist that impulse. The reel stopped turning. That's all there was to tell, or it seemed, mirroring an old saying from another world.
Hell yeah. I like that one. I'm gonna save that one because I might try to turn that into something. That's the type of shit I fuck with. So that one was actually genuinely good to me. I read
that eloquently.
That one was actually genuinely good to me. I thought that was... I love that type of shit. I love analog horror, anything like that. I'm going to have to look and see if this is... Make sure there's no YouTube like somebody hasn't already done it.
Looks like it.
This might be something different. Mute it so nobody can copyright us.
Owning a gold mine of the along with a deep-pitched voice that sounded like it said something in Arabic. Played once Homer's car pulled onto the driveway.
Yeah, well, they're just reading it. I mean, I want to actually make the episode.
When the episode started.
Yeah, I want to make the video that they're talking about. I don't want to just like read it or whatever the fuck. I want to make the video that they're talking about. I think that would be cool. The formidable robot. Yeah, you can see this is just...
It disguised itself as a special, so I got a little carrot.
Yeah, he's just reading it. I want to like actually... I'm going to make the episode. Make the spooky stuff.
Make a dubba-do.
It's spooky vibes in here, Harmony says. That is a fact.
You missed the story, Harmony.
Yeah, I think you did just miss the story.
Missed all of it.
No, I just want to make something spooky. I've always talked about it. I made like that half-ass. I didn't ever get to finish that one. So I think to actually sit down and, I mean, yeah, I'm sitting there going off of what somebody else made, but I think it would just be kind of cool. I was at work. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, I just read a creepypasta. That's all.
But
you just rewind a little bit.
I think it'd be cool just to make it.
Rewind.
I think it'd be cool, but I also like want to make my own or try to like do something
Sign
spooky.
Yahweh.
One like a thing that I've been working on that I have the I have a outline / like script kind of for it. And I think I don't know if I ever talked about it on the channel, but on like my own, editing channel kind of thing. What?
I'm nothing.
Was it bad?
I mean,
okay,
rough.
But you always see a lot of horror stuff talking about like schizophrenia or DID or depression or anxiety, sleep paralysis, all that kind of shit. But nobody ever talks about the one thing that we all have. What? Another weird
I
one?
just keep reading them, bro.
Well,
I'm listening to you actively.
You can read it after I'm done with this. But yeah, something that nobody talks about that we all deal with and that a lot of people just don't like to admit, but intrusive thoughts. You know what I mean? I want to make a video about intrusive thoughts.
Ugh.
So I have a whole script on my notes on my phone. And so what I wanted to do it was like episodic or just like kind of like, or use like the same people, kind of like some American Horror Story bullshit.
Yeah.
But so I had one,
there's a famous, I'm sure he's famous. There's a director named Jack Flanagan.
I never heard of him. Yeah.
He does all those Netflix episodic horror things. He uses all the same people.
Yeah.
And they are so good, man.
Yeah. And then
Bly
American
Manor.
Horror Story is really good.
Midnight Mass, if you haven't seen that. Guys, you haven't seen Midnight Mass? Check it out. It's really good.
But so like one of the ones that I came up with was, is a girl at her birthday, she has all of her friends, like a couple friends around, like 4, because I didn't want to overcrowd it. And also I don't know more than 4 people that would maybe want to be in a video. But have them all be in there, like it's her birthday. They give her a cake. They bring out a cake for her to, cut and stuff like that. So they hand her, decent size like kitchen knife to cut her cake.
I know where it's going.
And then she goes to sit there and cut it, but she looks at it and she just goes nuts and she starts slitting their fucking throats and killing all of her friends and everything. But then after that it just snaps back to her like cutting her cake or whatever, and just intrusive, but just go down the line of different intrusive thoughts. And I had one that actually an ex of mine told me that she had with me. But she said something of an intrusive thought of I was laying there. I wasn't snoring or anything, but she just thought for a second on if she took her pillow and smothered me in my sleep. And I was like, all right, psychopath. Cool.
It's just weird.
Thanks for telling me that. You could have kept that to yourself, because now I think of you a little different.
You can keep it to yourself, but also you want to make videos out of that.
I do. Yeah.
Keep it to yourself.
Yeah, no, I do want to make a video out of it because this is something that she told me. So I thought of like one of like just a girl sitting there in bed with her husband while he's on his phone or some shit, and then she just.
Another good movie is Gerald's Game.
I'm not worried about.
I'm not going to talk about it here, but.
Then one that I had a thought of because like I've been out shooting and stuff, and or just a couple guys out shooting guns with his friends. No one's drunk or anything else like that. Just out shooting guns, and gives us the one friend. He just has a intrusive thought of what if I shot my friends? You know what I mean? And YouTube.
You'd watch anything.
This is just the thing. I'd watch them. See, yeah. It'd just be fun, dude. It'd be really fun to like do that and just kind of do it in, maybe a some solace.
I'll be that one friend that always does the bad thing.
Yeah. I mean, you want be in it. No, it's whoever I can get to be in it. I think it'd be super
I'll be
fun.
in it. What am I doing?
It'd be super fun to do it. And just because, like I said, no one talks about intrusive thoughts. They all talk about like DID or psychopaths or depression or anxiety and all that shit. Talk about something that everybody has that no one wants to talk about. You know what I mean? Like everybody has intrusive thoughts, even if it's something of like, oh, I was just sitting here and I decided to fucking smack you or whatever. Because
you thought about it.
Well, yeah. My biggest thing that I did a lot in school is I'd be walking behind people and I just thought like, what if I punched them in the back of the head?
Mine was always tripping them.
Yeah.
I'm not nearly as violent
Mine was always like, what if I punched them in the back
I'd be
of
like,
the head?
it'd be super funny if I tripped them right now.
Yeah. Horror short films on intrusive thoughts is a really cool idea. Yeah, it'd be fun.
You guys
I
are
wanna do
just
it.
buttering him up, dude.
It's a good idea. Suck a butt. But I haven't thought of any. That was like my main one that I wanted to do. I had a Phasmophobia skit that fucking Nate and I was working on, but I think I cut it short. I don't think I ever like actually did it. I have it written down in my notes, but I want to do skits inside of video games though. Use it and just like do some funny skits and shit.
Schizophrenia.
I want to go back to that. That would be actually a cool schizophrenia, but spell it like skits, like comedy skits. Make that a YouTube channel. That'd be a good YouTube channel.
DM.
That would be, yeah. We're trademarking that one because that would actually be a good channel idea name. Schizophrenia.
Yeah, skits-ophrenia.
Yeah. And there's just a bunch of fucking skits and shit. We got to do that. When I lived in Florida, the school I went to was outside. My intrusive thoughts wanted me to jump off the second story every time I walked out of the classroom. Yeah, I think one.
I almost said something so bad.
I did.
Intrusive thought. I was gonna say should have.
My intrusive thought when I worked at FedEx.
Brutal.
When we would have the airplanes pull up, and you got that fucking rotor going.
Turbine?
You know what I mean? Yeah, and the fucking big ass engine. And how easy it would be just to, you know,
Just like that.
yeah,
Gone.
that was like everybody's intrusive thought at FedEx. Literally everybody's like, yep, nope, I thought about it because we're all miserable. Because you work out in the
There is a PSA for you. Don't off yourself.
no,
It's not worth it.
it's not. It's messy.
Not
It's
only that, but
it's expensive. I thought you were going to say
you were
do
a
flip.
human. You were a human life. You don't need to do that.
Just die of natural causes or something.
Do a flip. Yeah.
Or like choke on a raisin.
That's my intrusive thought. It would be cool if you just did a flip.
do a flip. Hey, you want to read a couple more of these short ones? Was there another one that you saw?
Yeah, dude, this one was weird. I was never a fan of the lightning. It came at random intervals, and I was always worried it would illuminate the room just enough for you to see my face gazing at you through your window.
Heck yeah. Was that Together Forever one? I'm sure that one's weird.
Together forever. We made a lot of promises, typically after making love.
Fucking!
When we were covered with sweat and spent from our lust, we would whisper sweet nothings. He had wrapped his arms around me, and I could still feel him inside me. He pulled me close, and he said it. Together forever. The car slammed into a tree and pitched me forward. He was stopped and joining me by the steering wheel. I rolled through the woods, a whirling dervish of bruises, broken bones, and blood. I passed out, and then I awoke. I was alone. The ambulance must have not seen me and left me behind. I hobbled home, my bones sucking and popping lewdly out of my wound.
Sucking?
It took a few days, but I finally reached him. He was heavily medicated. He looked shocked to see me. It was my appearance that so profoundly impacted him. My blood had congealed on my mottled gray skin. The wounds where my bones broke through had begun to rot. A day of traveling in the hot sun had already made me bloat up, and the gases from decomposition I looked almost pregnant. I was rotting from the inside out. He was still under the influence of his medication, but that would wear off. I sat down next to him and ran my putrescent and cold hand over his head. He stiffened as I leaned in close. My words rattled through my broken teeth into his ear. Together forever.
That was a good one. I like that one. That one was good.
It was disgusting.
Gross.
Gross.
Gross. Scary stories. Yeah, earlier, sitting on the couch playing with the dog. Damn dog jumped on my taters. By taters, I mean my nutsack. It just crushed him. Little puppo crushed him. And James was like, what are we talking about today? And I was like, scary stories. Because, dude, ugh. I thought I was going to puke. We already did the rendezvous with God, didn't we?
I think so.
It's hit him with one more, and then we'll jump out of here. Oh, actually, the internet's being weird. We're actually reconnecting right now.
Reconnecting.
All right, I think we're back.
Reconnecting. Tonight I came home to the fragrant smell of roses. Tonight I came home to a fucking frag.
To reiterate one more time, he said frag, like a fragment grenade. Frag.
Tonight I came home to the fragrant smell of roses. It only took a few minutes of investigating to find the source of the smell. My bed was covered in a vibrant crimson color.
Viner sausages. I don't. That's what whenever you start saying that, it's Viner sausages. This is what popped in my head. My bed's covered in Viner sausages. Viner sausages.
Shut up! What about the dumb fucking sausages, Ryan? Shut up!
Can you imagine coming home and your bed's covered in Viner sausages?
I don't want to.
He's sticky.
It only took a few minutes of investigating to find the source of the smell. My bed was covered in Vienna sausages, in a vibrant crimson color that made my heart skip a beat. It was completely hidden under a layer of rose petals. There was a candle on the dresser, and its light illuminating the message. I am yours, and you are mine. I love you, and I want to do something that will take your breath away. It was
opening a can of Vienna sausages.
It was a very romantic gesture. It would have been more romantic had I not been single for the past 3 years. It would have been romantic had the message not been written in crimson as well. Now I smell that iron odor in every corner of my house, and my heart is beating like it's about to be ripped out of my chest.
It's all the sodium.
I can only wonder what they meant by wanting to do something that would take my breath away. Wow, you really take the they really just suck the out of these scary stories. Shut the fuck up. God.
This is too perfect. I feel like my heart's about to bust out of my chest.
Welcome to Sweet Nostalgia Fright Night, except poop and pee jokes.
Because it's all the sodium for the fucking Vienna sausages. From these little beanie weenies. Beanie weenies.
All right, get me the fuck out of here. Get me out.
This is why I can't play horror games or nothing, because I just fucking... All right. We're going to get out of here. We're going to take a little break, and then we're going to start recording more content for you guys.
That has nothing to do with you at all. You're not going to see it for another 2 weeks.
Okay, I'm not going to see it for a little while. But, can we mute this mic?
Like, by God.
Nope, you can't, because you set me up for perfect jokes. So
no one did. I was just reading.
Hey, I thought you started saying Vienna sausages and shit. Then that's all I thought about, because everything, and it all worked. It all worked because you started talking about your heart blowing out of your chest. That's called fucking.
No one
I
said,
can't talk.
No one said getting your heart blown out of your chest.
He was talking about his heart.
No one said anything about a heart getting blown out of their chest.
Didn't that fucking say that his heart?
Take your breath away.
No, it said something about his heart too. It's gonna come out of his chest.
God Almighty.
Go look. Something about his heart coming out of his chest. But to rip my heart out of my chest. Sodium. Don't eat a bunch of beanie weenies. They're bad for you. They're bad for the heart. All right. We'll see.
I'm just going to sit here silently and hope this ends. I am in hell right now.
All right. But we can talk to you guys next week. Keep an eye, like I said, if you're not subscribed, subscribe for all this new content that's about to be coming out. We are playing, we're not too far into Simpsons Hit and Run. So if you're a big fan of that game coming out, I was. Come be a part of that. Come play it with us. Also, James actually said that he's really excited to play it again. Try not to download it on his own Xbox and play it on his own time. So we're gonna get at that. We're gonna have some fun with that, and I hope you guys too. Hit every link in the bio, every single one of them. The HelloFresh, the Hulu, the all of it. Also, something that we didn't mention: W Energy. If you want to head over to W Energy right here and get you guys some energy drinks, shakers, all of that, head over there and use code SNostalgia, capital S, capital N. You can get 10% off of your whole Get 10% off your whole. Get 10% off your whole cart. Head over there and use that. Save you some money. It supports the channel, and we support you. So, thank you very much. And I have control over muting the mics.
Yeah. Yeah, he does, unfortunately.
But head over there, use it on this website, get you some energy, have some fun. But we will see you guys next week. Bye-bye. Where's the thing at? See you, Mormons.
I'm going to pee on you.
No, YouTube, he's not. YouTube.